Good morning, everyone. Hello, welcome to the Triangle. We're recording this at 11 o'clock before the Sunday games start. So we're going to talk about the NFL. We're going to talk about the NBA. We're talk about college football. We're going to talk about the baseball playoffs. So we're going to preview Week 7, even though it's kind of hard to predict what's going to happen in Week 6. So we're going to talk about Week 7 anyways. For the start with stuff that's going on in Week 6, starting with the Colin Kaepernick starting. How do you think he's going to play, and how excited are you for him, if you are excited for him?
I'm excited. But I think that it was talks about trading him in the offseason to Denver, but he didn't want to
restructure his deal.
He wouldn't restructure his deal, and he finally did restructure his deal. He lost, they took out the his little quote unquote
injury clause,
and they gave him the start, which is suspicious. Like that doesn't sit right with me.
It's because they wanted him to take that injury clause out, because if he got hurt while he was playing, his next season becomes fully guaranteed. And if you're San Fran and you want to walk away from him anyways after this season, you don't want him to have that clause in his contract. You might as well just sit him on the bench the whole time and then just cut him in the offseason.
All right, well, thank you.
Especially if you know you're not going to be competitive.
Well, thank you for clarifying that. But I think he should have got the start weeks ago.
Yeah, but I really do think it's because of that clause. This is the reason that he didn't start. It's not. It had nothing to do with the protest. I think it's because of that clause in the contract. GMs are smart enough to know that if this guy gets hurt when he goes out there and plays, we're gonna be screwed. What do you have an opinion on this?
Yeah, I'm not really too thrilled about him starting. I mean, I know he was a Super Bowl quarterback in the year John Harbaugh era, but Jim. Is it Jim or John?
John.
Yeah, John. But
no, it's Jim.
It's a Harbaugh.
It's Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
It's John Harbaugh's. I don't know. It's a Harbaugh.
Yeah, exactly. But he hasn't showed me anything of that time where he was that Super Bowl player. I think he's really fallen his skill wise.
It was Jim.
Yeah.
I think his passes aren't as accurate as they were, and teams.
Well, that has to do with the talent around him. Like,
who's the number one receiver on that team?
Torrey Smith.
Exactly.
He's not good. He hasn't been good since he left Baltimore.
That's
when you're signing Jeremy Curley off the streets and he goes to the number one receiver,
exactly.
like that, you got problems.
But again, it was like with Peyton Manning. With him, he made receivers. Kaepernick's not that type of quarterback. There's quarterbacks that can play like that. If you're a good quarterback, you can make a receiver.
Everybody can't be that.
Brady makes receivers.
Because he's Tom Brady.
Manning makes receivers.
Brady. Yeah, but listen.
Breeze makes receivers.
Colin Kaepernick is only a few seasons removed from going to the Super Bowl. Like, we're not talking about some guy.
He went to the Super Bowl. He was one throw away from going back to the Super Bowl. If it wasn't for an incredible play by Richard Sherman, they're going back to the Super Bowl.
Like, Blake Everett's been terrible. Like, he has been terrible. Like anything is a step up from whatever that is.
Like, he's historically one of the worst QBs ever.
That might be one of the worst picks in the history of the NFL.
And we've seen a lot of bad picks.
Yeah,
David more than me and you, because David's, like, old.
Hey, man. Come on. I like you got to take jabs at me,
Because I wouldn't be me if I didn't.
Yeah, I guess not.
But him, Colin getting the start, I just disagree with it again. Him starting against Buffalo, because that defense
has been on fire.
Yeah, but you got to start him at some point.
You got to start him at some point.
I mean, is it either now or never? Yeah, he roll it. But I think the 49ers could rally. I think he's really gotten that locker room back. Like, I think his whole protest has really like galvanized his locker room, and I think people have really rallied around him. Those other players that sit around, like Eric Reed. I can't remember the other guy's name.
I can't either, but he does.
I think he's gained some respect in that locker room. That I think he's shown that he's more than just this contract. He's more than just about this money. He actually cares about stuff that matters to other people.
Because you remember when he first started, one of his teammates came out and was against it, and this
Boone.
Yeah, I think
the offensive lineman. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's changed his mind on it, but it's hopefully with the recent events that happened in North Carolina and in Oklahoma, maybe those opened his eyes. Okay, maybe he does have a point. And it's sad that it took something like that to happen for him to realize, my teammate has a point.
Yeah, I think at the top, like protest aside, I think they need to do something in San Francisco. And in San Francisco, they either need to find out if Colin Kaepernick is the guy, and he can be like their quarterback in the future. They need to move on from him,
or just completely rebuild.
And he could really thrive in a Chip Kelly offense.
I mean, that's essentially why they hired Chip Kelly.
They were running the option with Gabbard a lot, and I think they could do that one so much better with Kaepernick.
I don't know. I think Colin Kaepernick's lost a little bit.
And Blaine Gabbert,
he's definitely not the same guy he was when he was torching the Packers over and over again.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
And Blaine Gabbert, like, don't get me wrong, like, he's athletic, but he's not Kaepernick. He's not Kaepernick athletic. So,
I mean, yeah, when he came out of college, I'm happy for Colin Kaepernick. I don't know if it changes anything about this season. Obviously,
no, it's too late. They're too far gone.
And the division's too tough.
Their division is really tough. Like, they have a bunch of really good defenses in that division.
They're too far gone.
But yeah, Colin Kaepernick, yeah, I'm rooting for him. I hope he pulls his career around it. And like if he doesn't do it in San Francisco this season, I hope he goes somewhere next season. Like gets a good opportunity. Yeah, Cleveland. I wouldn't mind to see him in Chicago. Jay Cutler's small ass. All right, so now so we're gonna move over to Thursday Night Football. They brought up a topic in First Take. It's been a topic basically since they brought in this Thursday Night Football idea. It just feels like a cash grab, and they kind of want to get rid of it. How do you guys feel about Thursday Night Football? What do you guys think they should do with it?
Like getting rid of it completely?
Yeah, have all the games be on Sundays and Mondays instead of having this like Thursday night game where everybody has like 3 games to prepare and they have like no time to like actually put in a real playbook. That's why the offenses always look terrible in those games. And you have players that like a couple weeks ago, Carson Palmer. The game had been on Sunday, he would have been able to play, but because it was on Thursday night, Drew Stanton got the start instead.
Yeah,
I say get rid of it.
Yeah, I can totally see getting rid of it.
The league is all about play. Like the league wants to like get this image like we're all about player safety, this, that, and the other. So how do you preach player safety when you make a team play on Sunday and have them get ready, give them 3 days to get ready for a game on Thursday?
Like you have to like put out like. Every week you have to put in a whole new playbook because people like read your cadences. They understand all your cadences and stuff. That's why defenses always like thrive on Thursday nights because offenses don't have any time to like actually set up anything that resembles offense.
Right,
and that requires a lot of coordination.
Yeah, I say get rid of it. Like it's nothing. It's nothing but the NFL, like you said, trying to make money. I mean, they don't really need to. Like it's $1 billion industry anyway. So like, just keep the games on Sundays and Mondays. I mean, it was working fine. It was working fine before then.
Or if you're gonna do that, put a game on Saturday. If you
exactly.
Like if you really want to have another day with the NFL, have a game. Like did they used to have games on Saturday?
Towards the end of the season, they put like a game on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they used to have a game on Saturday. No, like a regular season.
In regular season, towards like week 15, week 14, they put one game on Saturday night.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think they should go back. Maybe like I don't mind having a Saturday night game. Like instead of watching some really bad college teams that are on at midnight.
Yeah.
like if a kid on the NFL
West Coast game.
Yeah. Like Pac-12. Like I don't want to watch the Pac-12.
I mean, I say get rid of it.
I just don't think it has any purpose now because I just feel like the NFL, like especially if they want to have this, they want to pretend to have this image where we care about player safety and we're like trying to make strides to like make a game a safer sport, and yet they have these constant rules where it's like, oh, we're gonna play on Thursday. You guys are gonna play. They're gonna try to add games to the season. Like I'd like to see them just like get rid of Thursday night football because the quality of football that we watch on Thursday nights,
it goes down.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It is not entertaining whatsoever.
Either the games are either super blowouts or it's just boring football to watch. Even though the Chargers kind of throw away a game last night on Thursday. They tried.
Yeah, they tried to get it over.
They tried to throw it away. It looked like there was 1 second left on the clock after that throw by Trevor Siemian. I was like, oh, he's gonna get their shot at this, but they never looked at it. They're like, oh, I guess they want to end the game.
Yeah, that was that.
Just get rid of it.
If they had lost that game,
if they had lost that game, Mike McCoy got fired.
Yes,
I think he would have quit.
They literally said
that. They would have seen him in he would have been in a mental institution.
They literally said like them beating the Broncos on Thursday like literally saved his job.
Well, I think
like he was about to get ready to break down too.
Yeah,
so like he was like, oh God, this is really gonna happen.
And I feel like they're wasting Phillip Rivers there in San Diego. Like Phillip Rivers, is like borderline Hall of Fame quarterback, but he's got none of the rings or credentials or like any of the other people that were in the same draft class as him.
He just has
Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger. He's probably arguably a better quarterback than either of those two guys.
I'll give you Eli. He's not better than Big Ben.
Yeah, he's not. I wouldn't say that either.
It's close.
Even though Big Ben has had a lot of weapons around him that Phil Rivers hasn't.
Phil Rivers, what has he got? What has he had? Vincent Jackson.
He's had
Malcolm Floyd. Antonio Gates.
Yeah, Antonio.
Yeah, that's about
his
it.
biggest one is Antonio.
Was LT there?
Oh,
Yeah, he did have LT for a while.
I wasn't sure.
But I mean, Big Ben has had Willie Parker. He's had Le'Veon Bell. He's had a bunch of good running backs. Hines Ward, yeah.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Antonio Holmes, Heath Miller.
Yeah, he's had some pretty big time weapons.
Antoine Randall.
He's had some weapons. Yeah. Whatever. We'll talk about Philip Rivers in his career at some point when he retires. So we're gonna talk about the Panthers' struggles. So they was 1-5 or 1-4 now.
Something like that.
So they're going into a game with the Saints this week where they got to play 1-3 Saints versus the 1-4 Cardinals or Carolina Panthers. Who do you think needs this game more? And do you guys think Carolina's kind of lost its luster a little bit?
Well, there's no question Carolina needs this game more. We know what the Saints are. We know that they're not contenders anymore. Like that, their 5-year window passed, and they got one in their window, and it's passed.
Their defense is terrible.
Yeah,
historically bad.
In order for them to win, Drew Brees has to pass the ball 50 times a game. He has to throw at least 400 yards, and he has to get at least 5 touchdowns for them to be competitive. Because their defense can't stop. If you want to put up numbers, play the Saints.
The Saints could score 45 points and still
lose.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
One thing I'll say about the Saints is they have no idea how to use Mark Ingram whatsoever, I feel like. I mean, every game he is misused. Because, again, like you said, they feel the need that they have to throw fees 50 times a game. But Mark Ingram is averaging a good yards per carry that game, but they don't want to.
The thing is...
Not to mention, if your defense is that poor, when you want to run the ball and, shorten the game, have, more time run off the clock, but no, the Saints are just nah, we're going to...
The thing is, they're trying to create that two-headed monster that they had with Reggie Bush and Pierre Thomas. They're really I see them trying to create that because
with the cadet.
Yeah, because I think they're trying to make Mark Ingram their Pierre Thomas and have Cadet be their Reggie, their little speedster.
Well, then they should have got rid of C.J. Spiller.
Or Darren Sproles.
Who was always hurt.
But that's why you get rid of him. But there's no question Carolina needs this more. They want people want to call Cam Newton a tier 1 quarterback, as ESPN ranks the quarterbacks tier 1 and tier 2. This proved this is how you in order to be a tier 1 quarterback, you have to do this. You have to do what you did last season every year. That's what makes Tom Brady Brady. That's what makes Rodgers Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made Peyton Manning Peyton Manning. You knew every year they were going to throw for at least 4,000 yards. They're going to throw 30 plus touchdowns and have 10 or less interceptions,
but I think Cam Newton is. I think
win 12 games.
His style of play is.
He does.
It's totally different than the two guys you just any of the guys you really just mentioned. Except maybe Aaron Rodgers.
Except Rodgers.
But
he's Aaron Rodgers is a pocket passer, but he's mobile when he has.
And Cam Newton doesn't really get calls like those other guys do. For whatever reason we can talk about whatever those reasons are. Could be.
But could it be because he's so much physically?
It's because he looks like a linebacker.
Bigger than them.
It's because he looks like a linebacker.
Is it because he's 6'5", 240, and he's just he's a sizable linebacker.
But the other thing is that he puts his body at risk a lot.
That game against Atlanta.
He's trying to truck people over people.
It's not even that. It's just they running in for a 2-point conversion. And he just waltzes in and he just gets his belt.
Yeah.
He just gets clocked. And this is what are you doing?
It's like the play calling at NIU.
It's what are you doing?
You think if you could you have Calvin Benjamin, you have some weapons.
You have a dude that's 6'5". And he's supposed to be your number 1 dude, and it's
Greg Olsen.
Well, Greg Olsen is your number 1 dude, but it's that's
Benjamin. Calvin Benjamin was brought in for situations like this.
Exactly. To take the attention away from Greg Olsen.
I just wish I wish they would just do something different with Cam Newton. I just think he hits way too many hits. He puts his body on the line way too much. He's gonna have to retire in like 3 seasons if he's playing like this.
He's accurate enough and he's tall enough and he has the skill enough to be.
I don't think he is accurate enough. I think he
could be like.
I think his accuracy is his biggest weakness.
He could be,
if Cam Newton had a weakness, like his accuracy has got to be the weakness he's got. Like he doesn't. I don't think he. Besides, like Calvin Benjamin and Greg Olsen, who are just bigger players, just recover from some of those weaknesses. I never see him make pinpoint accuracy throws.
That's because his receivers drop the passes.
Tiger Jr., leave him alone.
No.
He plays hard. He really wants it. He wants it hard.
He wants it.
Yeah, he wants it. He wants it. He plays hard.
No.
And I don't think he's incredibly accurate. I think that's why he ends up running the ball a lot. And I think he's a valuable running, but he really needs to change his game if he's going to last 15, 20 years in the NFL.
And the defense, well,
That's been good. They're really missing Josh Norman.
That's really surprising
really missing
to me
Josh
why
Norman.
they're not doing so, because that's really the biggest person that they've really missed. They still have
they still have
their
everybody.
linebackers.
No, they don't, dude. They're missing Peanut Tillman. They're missing whatever he is at this.
Tillman was like
veteran leadership.
They lost a lot of guys in their secondary. They're basically starting. They're basically starting 2 rookies in their secondary.
And the one rookie got cut after he got
torched by
Julio Jones. And I don't blame that rookie. That is not his fault. You put a rookie single covered 1-on-1 with Julio Jones.
He's gonna be playing somewhere else, but I just think they're really missing. They're missing Josh Norman, and they need to have some. Their secondary needs help. Trade for somebody.
They put a rookie and told him, "You're on Julio."
I mean, hey,
you
gotta step up.
You gotta step up.
They didn't have anybody else. I'm sure they had somebody else.
You mean to tell me
they don't have anyone? They don't have anybody else.
It's Julio Jones. You mean to tell me
single high safety? Why don't they have a single high safety?
You mean to tell me exactly? Thank you. You mean to tell me you're gonna sacrifice this lamb to the Falcons and we don't need no safety. We don't need a safety to help him out. He's good. He got this.
He's fine.
He's fine. 12 catches, 300 yards later. Oh, he's fine. No, this man doesn't have a job anymore because you decided to put him on Julio Jones.
He's just not gonna have another job. It'll be fine. So what do you guys think? What happens with Carolina? Do you think they make the playoffs?
No.
They might still, because Atlanta has a tendency. They always start hot, but then they
fall apart.
I don't think that's gonna happen this year.
I think I will believe.
I believe it when I see it.
I will believe in the Atlanta not falling apart until I see it.
Exactly. I still think that division could be theirs.
And the other teams in the division are terrible.
Exactly. Yeah.
Saints, you can get Tampa Bay not
even
good.
Though they lost to Tampa Bay already, so there is one.
They're gonna get another one against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's not good. I think maybe they can make the playoffs if they pull it together.
Let's see. Minnesota's in. That's
Green
one.
Bay will be in.
That's probably one wild card.
Seattle
right there.
and Arizona. One of those two will probably be in.
I think only one team's coming out of that particular division, so they have
so?
I mean Green Bay.
Be the Rams.
Green Bay.
Oh no way.
Green Bay, Minnesota, Seattle, Arizona. Whoever wins the East.
Which probably be Dallas or Philly.
Those two could be in Dallas and Philly.
I don't think so. I think only one team's. In my opinion, the wild card spots are coming from the North and the West.
Hands down?
Yeah.
All right.
Seattle, Arizona, or Green Bay, Minnesota.
Okay.
Those are probably going to be the 4 than everybody else.
I mean, I really don't know the obvious answer for the obvious answer for Carolina because
they need to bring some kind of secondary help. They need somebody to come in. They need to have to sign make a trade or
one thing we do know this upcoming draft you address your secondary.
Yeah.
You
They should have done it in the last one.
Like, and you
you knew
absolutely
you were
have
losing.
to.
You know you're losing Josh Norman. Why wouldn't you address it? I don't know.
And the shot he took at them, like you get what you pay for. Like you ain't want to pay me, this is what you get.
He hasn't been that good this season either.
He hasn't, but I'm pretty sure
he doesn't even played man to man on the number one receiver on the other team.
Because he's not a man to man corner.
He was in Carolina.
He wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He played exclusively man to man in Carolina last season.
Yeah, he always covered that whole Odell situation. Whoever.
That was just funny.
But you basically pay this guy a ton of money. Basically, you want him to lock up the number one receiver on the other team. Like, what is that? What is that?
Why pay him just to be on like Richard Sherman one side of the field type thing?
Because it's Richard Sherman.
No, yeah, but when you have another guy on the other side, that's okay. You can get away with it. But when you have nobody,
here's the thing. With Josh Norman, like you say, he hasn't been good this season, but are they really targeting? Are they really throwing to his side this season? No, they are not.
Yeah, but when you have the Nnamdi Asomugha thing all over again.
No, it's not.
When you have like a bucket of potatoes on the other side,
a bucket,
a bucket garden people, you throw at the other guy because you just don't want to deal with Josh Norman. You know what, Nnamdi Asomugha never got thrown at because the other guy was so bad that you could just avoid Nnamdi Asomugha, which is why Nnamdi Asomugha was so good. He looked so good, but then he put him on the Eagles with all those other players, he didn't look so good.
That is true.
But it was back then. It was the Eagles. Like they weren't.
But it's Nnamdi Asomugha. You don't understand?
Yeah,
Nnamdi Asomugha.
I get that.
He was the best corner in the league for a while.
Yeah,
arguably.
That's debatable.
Because nobody threw at him.
It's debatable.
It's not debatable. It's fact.
It's debatable. Moving on.
Moving on. All right.
I know where I stand.
All right. Let's talk about
Josh Norman.
Cleveland is 0-5.
Cleveland is 0-5.
They're on their fourth quarterback. Will they win a game?
All right. So, bear with me. I pulled up their remaining schedule.
Let's just go through it. Let's just go through it. We'll just try to see if we can pick
All right. Well, today they're at Tennessee. Next week at Cincinnati.
Loss.
On the 30th, the Jets.
They might get that. If they don't, they could get that one.
They could get that one.
Depending on what Jets team shows up.
Dallas.
No.
Baltimore.
No.
Pittsburgh.
No.
Giants.
No.
Bye week.
I think they'll lose.
How do you lose on a bye week?
Everybody's gonna get hurt, you know. Josh.
Cincy again.
No, they're gonna lose
at Buffalo.
I guess depends on what Buffalo team decides.
San Diego.
No. I mean, San Diego can throw the game away.
I mean, if San Diego has to lead in the fourth quarter, they might have a chance. They might have a chance. And they close out Pittsburgh.
No, dude, I just can't see a game they win.
So what they have two maybes. The Jets is a maybe.
Their bye week is a maybe.
Buffalo is a maybe. So they can go 2-14, 1-50. We've had only one team go.
Those the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win 0-14, and then the Lions win 0-16.
Okay, so we've had two teams.
Yeah, I think this Cleveland Browns team is historically bad.
I mean,
I feel so bad for Hugh Jackson.
Okay, so wait. All right. So if we could rewind time and go back to that season where Detroit went 0-16,
undefeated,
and put this Cleveland team against that Detroit team,
the Lions team would whoop them. Because you remember that Lion team was decent. Like they were
competitive.
Yeah, they were competitive. They weren't like a joke. Like that's what this feels like. They're on their fourth quarterback. They have Terrell Pryor taking it's like the Cleveland Terrell Pryors. You remember that joke like last week we were talking about he literally throws the ball and then he runs under it so he can catch it like he did in the backyard. Yeah, like Terrell Pryor, dude. Like that guy is struggling.
I mean, they played Tennessee today. Tennessee, I don't know. I mean,
Tennessee looked pretty good, decent this season.
They do. I'm not saying they'll beat Tennessee, but Tennessee, they do play in a weaker division. I feel like
I don't know what that means. They play in a weaker division.
The AFC South is the AFC South is not what
It's not what the East is, I guess.
No, God no. I mean, I kind of feel like Cleveland has too many problems for us to get to.
Their defense is terrible. They haven't drafted well in like 3 seasons. They had an opportunity to get Carson Wentz, and they decided, we're going to go with RG3.
We're going to go, they're probably kicking themselves now.
And there's no obvious quarterback prospect in the next draft.
There is not, but the one, I pray to God this doesn't happen because he will not succeed. I've seen 2 different mock drafts. Neither one of them are Mel Kiper or Ty McShay.
They don't do their mock.
They don't do that. I think it was like a Sports Illustrated mock draft.
Yeah. If you go to the Walter.
One, I want to say it had. You're gonna laugh. I swear to God.
I love laughing.
If Cleveland gets the #1 overall pick, and all signs say that they will,
because they're not gonna win a game.
It says Deshaun Kaiser, #1 overall pick.
The guy from Notre Dame?
To the Cleveland
Browns. No, dude, that's bad. That's not, no, dude. What has that guy shown that he can be an NFL player?
Nothing.
Like, dude, no, dude, that would be a disaster.
Nothing at all.
Like, if you're gonna get somebody, get like, Josh Rosen, who hasn't been great, but at least, like, get NFL potential earlier in his, like, UCLA career. That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, like, you gotta get Deshaun Watson. Like, if you take somebody who's actually shown, like, he can actually play. Or, like, wait a couple rounds. Because, like, that's what sucks about, like, not taking a quarterback last year. Because there's nobody this year.
I mean, has that...
Who are you going to get?
Other than last year...
What about that kid from Ole Miss? Is he, like, a legitimate...
Chad Kelly?
Yeah, is he a legitimate NFL player, right?
I like Chad Kelly. I mean...
You think he can play next level?
Yeah. I mean,
like, I'm not talking about like, play for the Browns.
Like, talking like succeed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or were they trade?
Like Ole Miss, they're I want to say they run a pro style offense, so it shouldn't be.
He's got a big arm, and
he does have a big arm. He's a tough kid. I mean,
but I don't think he's the #1 player in this draft.
No, not by a long shot. But I think he'll be fine at the NFL level. Like he's been around the game most of his life. Jim Kelly,
and he plays in the SEC, where he actually plays against like the Alabamas of the world and the Arkansas and like or Auburn.
I mean, even though they lost last night to Arkansas.
Yeah, but they put up a good game. He still had a good game.
Still had a good game. Well, like I said, he's been around the game most of it, like all his life. Jim Kelly's his uncle. So
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, but like. Jim Kelly's his uncle, Buffalo Bills legend. I think he'll be fine.
But I don't know if he's definitely not the first player in the draft that you take.
No,
I think he's more of like if you take him in like the later rounds, or maybe they could trade for Geno Smith, or they could trade for Bryce Petty, and like maybe they can see if they
get a quarterback from the Jets. Put Hackenberg out there, see what he does.
Yeah, I got Joe Thomas still, and Joe Thomas isn't asking for a trade. Man, if I was Joe Thomas, I'd be like, man,
get me out of here.
Get me out of here. Like I'm a borderline Hall of Fame player, and I'm being wasted here on the Cleveland Browns.
Get me out of here.
You think Cleveland wins the game?
I'll give them 1 game.
What do you think they're gonna get the game? Let's go. I already gave them a bunch of losses, even their bye week.
I could see them winning against Tennessee.
That's today.
Today I can see them.
He literally gave him 2 maybes. He said the Jets were a maybe and Buffalo was a maybe because he don't know which Buffalo team or which New York team.
Yeah, because those teams show up when they kind of want to.
Or if they play San Diego towards the end of the year. If San Diego wants to
San Diego game
4th quarter.
What's the Charger game?
I mean, if I had them winning the game, it would probably be that one because
San Diego.
Yeah, because
all
San Diego needs to do is all they need to do is get a lead in the 4th quarter, and I think Cleveland will be all right.
Let San Diego get a big lead and then watch them choke it away.
They actually may get one because at the end they play Pittsburgh at the very end, and Pittsburgh will probably be in a position where they could sit their starters.
I still think the backups, they might be better.
So I pose this question to David. So you remember that year Detroit lost every single game?
Defeated.
Yeah.
They went defeated.
So I'm all
I
was like, yo, so if you we could rewind time and put this Cleveland team against that Detroit team and just watch the mayhem, watch the terribleness.
I feel bad for Joe Hayden too.
He said Detroit would just kill him.
Kill him?
Yeah, dude. Remember how good that offense was?
Their offense was Megatron.
Yeah, they had Dante Culpepper. They had the guy who ran out of the back of the end zone. Darren
Oh,
Orlovsky.
yeah, I remember.
They had
I remember that.
Megatron. That was
was
it.
funny.
Their offense was literally throw the ball to Megatron.
That Dante Culpepper?
Okay, he was well.
Dude, Calvin Johnson had 1,400 yards that year.
He was way past his prime.
Yeah, but he still was there, and he still played good.
Still way past his prime.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson had 1,400 yards that season.
Wait, was that
1,400 yards for a team that went defeated.
Was that before? Like that was before they got Stafford, right?
Yeah.
That was like that's literally like
They got Stafford after.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, they're like, okay, we need something. We need to do
like
something.
we need something.
We had John,
We need him.
John Kitna, Dan Orlovsky, Dante Culpepper.
Dan Orlovsky.
Who else did they roll out there?
Oh, wow. Sean Hill. I'm pretty sure he was out there.
No,
at one
I
point.
think Sean Hill was after that point.
Nope.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he was
No,
there.
I think I'm pretty sure John Kitna came into the season as a starter. When he got hurt, they put in Dan Orlovsky, and then they signed Dante Culpepper if they realized Dan Orlovsky's not any good.
All right. Wait. Yeah. You're right. Never mind.
Something like that.
I mean, I give him one.
I
Derek gives him one.
I don't think they're gonna get one.
You give him one.
Yeah, I give him
They're
one.
gonna lose every
At
game,
some
including the
point.
Oh,
bye week.
David.
What's going on with Josh Gordon? Josh Gordon never ever gonna play again?
Oh yeah, that's.
I'm pulling for him.
Me too, but like,
That is too much talent. I mean, my thing is.
so he's not gonna play for Cleveland again, probably.
Oh yeah, he's definitely down with Cleveland.
My thing
That's
is.
for sure.
My thing is, I'm glad he realized. Like, I still have a problem.
I do appreciate realizing that, but I think at some point you have to kind of it's like I gotta step this up and I gotta play in the NFL or else I'm gonna be like, what is he gonna do otherwise?
No idea.
Like,
Better go back to school.
do something. Like you're like
Johnny
just
Manziel went back to school.
good for him. Johnny Manziel. All right, so
And
we're gonna.
he went back to school.
All right, let's make our picks for Week 7. All right, Thursday night, the Bears and the Packers.
Packers for sure.
Packers. Oh, DJ, don't even
I'm
pretend.
not-
I feel you though.
I mean,
I'm
it's
hey.
just we talk about the whole Thursday thing and
The Bears.
move on.
So we're gonna pick the Packers. I'd like to see the Bears actually try to get rid of Jay Cutler. Maybe we can get Ryan Tannehill
I mean, no,
for one more
Oh,
for the
you
rest of the
mean-
season. See if he's any.
I
First
mean-
game of the season.
Don't get me wrong. Like the last time the Bears played Green Bay, it was at Lambeau. I don't know what's wrong with Aaron Rodgers, but
Hey, we did get a win.
we got to win.
We got
Hey,
that
but
win.
We're not
Yo,
winning another game.
No.
We're gonna never win another game in the history of Lambeau Field.
No, I don't know what's going
Till
on.
Aaron Rodgers
I don't know
retires.
what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. I really don't. But he has something's off with him.
No,
Don't worry.
he's fine.
He'll fix it with the Bears.
He's gonna.
He'll find it during the Bears.
I'm
He's
not.
gonna tell people to relax and
Like,
everything's gonna be fine.
No, like because he was saying relax around this time
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, came out.
He ain't came out and like he had like
They're 3-2.
he
Are they the 4-1?
3-2.
They
3-1. I think they're 3-1. Who did they lose to?
They
Besides
lost to
Minnesota.
and
I think that's it.
No, they're 3-1. They had a bye.
3-1.
Yeah, they
Oh,
had
had
a bye. Yeah, so they haven't lost it. What? Let's go over to the Giants and Rams. Take the Giants.
Taking the Rams.
Rams?
Yeah, I can go either way. It depends on what Rams show up, but I'll take the Giants.
I'll take the Giants. Saints and the Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Colts, Titans.
Titans.
Colts.
Titans.
Okay. Vikings, Eagles.
Vikings.
Vikings. Browns, Bengals.
Bengals.
Since Redskins and Lions.
Detroit. Nah, I'll take that back. Washington.
I'll take Detroit.
I'll take Detroit
Taking
too.
Washington.
I'll take Lions.
Raiders, Jaguars. Taking the Jaguars.
Taking the Raiders.
Yep.
Jacksonville. Ravens, Jets. I'll take the Jets.
Yeah, I'll take Jets too.
I don't like neither one of them.
So you gotta pick one. You gotta-
Jets.
all right. Tampa Bay and San Francisco.
San Fran.
I'll take San Fran too, but I don't feel good about it.
I'll go with Tampa.
San Diego and the Falcons.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll be one of those games they throw away. New England and Pittsburgh.
That's like
Golden Boy.
Pittsburgh.
That's all I gotta say.
Pittsburgh.
that. I'll take.
That's all I gotta say.
I'll take New England.
Pittsburgh.
Golden Boy.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Seattle, Arizona.
Seattle.
Arizona.
Arizona.
Monday night.
Houston and Denver. I don't think that'll be even a competitive game. All right, we're gonna switch up to the college football. Then we'll go to the NBA, and then we'll talk baseball. Actually, we'll do baseball, then the NBA. So college football. NIU lost in triple overtime last night.
He's like, again.
And so somebody tell me, like, I don't know if Rod Carey hasn't realized, but like Jordan Lynch isn't walking through that door.
No time soon.
And like that quarterback option play running it over and over and over again. Probably not the best play in the world to be using over and over again.
Nope.
Like you could do anything else. Like why don't you open up the offense a little bit? Like come on.
Yeah, you have a star receiver in Kenny Galloway. I mean, force feed that dude. I would see that rather than having the quarterback try to run like 15 times a game.
Like you have some big players, like some big time players on the team, and
Like you have serious playmakers. Like you said, you got Kenny Galladay, you got our Gerald Turner, you got Blake. Is that his name?
yeah.
Huff,
Man, he had a nice.
Jordan Huff.
like dude, he is fast. You get him on the outside.
Yeah, they had the touchdown by Turner.
Turner.
Yeah, that was wild stuff. Like he did like a backflip,
It's
but
like
it never landed.
It's like that's why you play to the whistle.
Yeah, like he did like a
Exactly why
crazy
he played to the
backflip. It
whistle.
was. Did you see the Turner touchdown?
I did not.
Watch it when you get a chance. It's insane. I don't know. Like he did like a front flip while he was getting tackled, and he like never got actually down. Like his knees never touched the ground. And
Like
so he
no
just,
part of him touched the ground.
Yeah, he did like a front flip, and
Like,
like
he
not
was
even.
Like he was literally like he got tackled and he fell on top of a Central Michigan player, just got up and kept going.
Like he ran for a touchdown.
Wow.
It was awesome. Like it was a really cool play to watch.
I mean,
that was
like,
right there.
It stems back to what we talked about last week. It's we want to play better competition. Like we want to switch conferences and get more recognition
I think
for our guys.
I told you.
But
like,
we
just
can't
stay in the MAC because our team's not good enough to compete in the Big 12.
I mean, and
Unless we go to the ACC
and it's all about
or
recruiting.
AAC.
It's
But
all,
see,
it's
I
all about
mean-
like recruiting and switching conferences is like it's insane how intertwined they actually are, because the goal for these guys is to make it to the next level. For some, it's to end up like to play pro football at some type of level.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is the goal. And when when recruits see us, like yes, we have like historically we've had a nice program, but how, like, truth be told, like how many guys have we really sent to the NFL? And the guys that we have sent, how many have been successful?
Well, I mean, you got
Like Michael Turner,
the Turner, the Burner Turner. We got
Turner Burner,
the offensive lineman Doug Free.
Doug Free.
We got the guy who's on the Chargers right now, Melvin Ingram.
Melvin Ingram went here.
I think so.
Who?
Named Melvin Ingram.
No.
Somebody on the Chargers.
I know you're
Linebacker on the Chargers.
I think I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name right now.
But he's had a pretty successful career.
And
No,
Tommy
Garrett
Lee's with the Saints.
Garrett Wolf, Jimmy Ward has been hurt.
I mean, you're gonna add Kenny Galladay to that list because you just don't pass up 6'4". You don't pass that up.
I think he'll get drafted. I don't know how successful he'll be in the NFL. But what's his 40 time?
He's 4'5".
It's too slow.
What are you talking about?
4.5. I don't know.
How is that slow?
I don't know. Like I think if I want a big fast receiver, I think I want him in the 4.4, 4.3 range.
But again, I feel like we still don't fully know how well he could perform, because I feel Northern could be that good team, but their play calling is just so out of like it's terrible play calling.
Not to mention Rod Carey, man.
Yeah.
So he starts using his timeouts towards the end of the game. Why use it? Then he had no opportunity. I know he missed the kick, but you never had the opportunity.
He's talking about the kick to win the game.
Yeah, at the end, so you take the timeout, you take that timeout, but using those timeouts never gave us the opportunity to get the ball back. You might as well just held on to the timeout just in case he missed the kick, which is exactly what happened. And that way you had you could have had 2 timeouts going into, yeah. You could have had a lot more time on the other end, dude.
I mean, I know. Everybody's calling for his job.
I think he's untouchable here.
Yeah, he's our Bobby Bowden.
Yeah, I think Rod Carey can keep this job until he wants to leave. No joke. I think he really can keep this job until he's ready to go.
It's gonna take multiple years like this for Rod Carey to get bounced because he inherited a Dave Dorian team that was
Who's doing a really good job at NC State right now.
Who upset Notre Dame. Congrats to Dave Dorian for
and they give Clemson a run for their money last night.
They did give Clemson a run for their money.
Yeah, like that game was competitive the entire way through.
So I mean, now the big thing is recruiting. Like you got to show that you can recruit.
And this is the worst season you could have if you're trying to have recruiting. Like your offense looks terrible. Your defense played really good last night.
Like truth be told, we could be Rutgers because they brought a bunch of recruits to the Michigan game, and they ended up losing 78-0. We could be them.
We're gonna bring all these. We want these guys to play on our team, and then get beat 70. I think I'm gonna go play for Michigan instead.
They brought a lot of recruits to that Michigan game because it's Michigan. This is who we play against. Like we're in the Big Ten. Bring them out to the Michigan game. We lose 78-0. Ooh,
Robinson, what a catch! Sorry, go ahead.
It's like how many recruits? I wonder how many recruits they lost.
Just that one game.
Just that one game. Then they lose to Illinois. You lost a lot of recruits in the last 2 weeks.
Smith got his first Big Ten win.
You lose 78-0 to Michigan. You lose 78-0 to Michigan, and then you lose to Illinois, who is probably the worst team in the Big Ten. And
Hey! Don't disrespect Lovey. Don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, come on now.
I like Lovey.
I love you, dude.
I think Lovey should still be in the NFL.
I think Lovey should still be the coach of the Bears.
Shake my hand.
Yeah. I enjoy me some Lovey Smith. Yeah, he should. Like Mark Trestman, all these guys should get out of here.
Hey, guess what? He just got fired.
Yeah, he had it coming. All right, so let's talk. Hold on. So Brian Kelly at Notre Dame fired, right? He's out
after this season.
Yeah. How is this even a debate? There's no way he's not going to get fired. Like, they've been embarrassingly bad.
Yeah.
And they have so much expectations and hype.
Yep.
Texas Charlie Strong, definitely done.
I'll give him one more.
Season?
I'll give him one more.
I don't think so, dude.
I'll give him one more.
I think the people that make money go in Texas are not okay with Texas not being a good team.
Talking about that good old boy club in Texas.
Yeah.
That burnt orange.
Yeah. Football's better when Texas is good, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Texas. When they had, Colt McCoy, and that was kind of fun.
Colt McCoy.
Yeah, he was really good in college. Does he have more wins than any college
Texas
quarterback?
Hasn't been good since Vince Young won them a championship.
What about Colt McCoy? Colt McCoy was good.
Colt McCoy. I was gonna say something ignorant. I'm gonna leave that.
Colt McCoy
was what?
Is good. Was good in college. He's like Tim Tebow, only not as decorated.
That's no. Okay, moving on.
They're very how about Stanford? Dave Shaw.
I think he stays.
I think he's good. I think that he's built up a resume that shows that he's going to be
head coach in Oregon.
No, he's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, fine. I wouldn't say fine, but he's all right. You think he's going to get fired?
I think he's fired.
I don't think so.
Here's the
I think Oregon's just on a down slope. I think they're going to bounce back.
Here's my theory. So Chip Kelly,
Oh no! Don't even.
Yes, he's gonna go back. He's gonna go back. He is gonna go back. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do this little NFL.
What is he, Lane Kiffin?
He's gonna do this little NFL thing. It's not gonna work out in San Fran. He's gonna get bounced, and then Oregon's gonna fire their coach that season, and it's all like, hey, Chip, we want you. We haven't been good since you left. We need you.
Do you guys, I don't know if you guys look on the sidelines from Northern. They have they do the signs now.
Yeah.
They have some really crazy signs.
They have a clown.
Yeah. It'd be fun for Top Shelf if we could do something about those signs because I don't think a lot of people know about the NIU and their usage of those signs. I think it could be kind of fun. Anyways, so in college football, all the teams that should have won basically won. Clemson didn't look very impressive against NC State, but NC State's a good team.
NC State is a average team.
What about West Virginia? They're undefeated too. What do you think about West Virginia?
Nothing.
Nothing? They haven't played anybody, so...
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well. All right, let's move over to baseball. Let's talk about them playoffs, and I'm sure you guys want to talk about your Cubbies. So let's hear it. How are you guys feeling? What are you guys thinking about the Cubs right now? You're a Cubs fan, right? Yeah, I feel like
he's lapsed.
Yeah.
I don't like baseball personally.
I don't either.
I mean, it's innings like last night, and innings like the game winner against San Fran. Like those don't happen a lot. So
Unless you're the Cubs.
Even though you can't expect that every time they go down or the game's tied. Like you just can't expect that. So like if you jump ahead early, you got it. And you get runners on, you have to do something to you got to cushion the lead. Like you can't just say all right, we got 3 runs, we should be good. No, you got to get at least 5 or 6, because don't get me wrong, the strategy that the Dodgers did last night, you walk Jason Hayward to get to you walk Jason Hayward, Chris Coughlin gets on base, you walk Javi Baez pops out, you essentially load the bases to get Chapman out of the game. That was their strategy, because Chapman was in to try to get a 6-out save, and I don't like when they do that. They should just keep him strictly ninth inning.
Totally agree.
Don't bring him in any earlier than 9th inning for a 3-out save.
I imagine he's gonna blow his arm.
Leave him alone.
Doing stuff like that.
Leave him alone.
No, I'm serious. That's what happens. When you throw it 100 miles an hour for 2 innings, you're gonna blow your arm out.
Well, that's why you bring him in strictly for
Have him throw 9 pitches. Get it in and out.
Exactly. But it's like
you're like a secret agent or James Bond.
You can't expect the bases loaded, top of the 8th or bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, and you just can't expect Miguel Montero to hit a grand slam or any other pitch hitter to do that on a consistent basis. It's just not gonna happen. So when they get ahead, because I think they play tonight. Yeah, they play tonight. You can't get ahead. You can't just get ahead and take your foot off the pedal. You have to bury this team. You have to get.
Who's starting? Who's Kershaw starting?
No, for the
Dodgers.
I think so. Yeah, it's Kershaw, and we have Hendricks on the mound tonight. And the thing with Kershaw, you got to get him out the game early. I said
they got to rattle him early, or else
when it was the Dodgers Nationals, the Nationals got Kershaw out of the game in 6 innings, and this is a pitcher this is a dude we know can go the distance.
He's the best pitcher of regular season pitcher in baseball right now.
We have he can go the distance, so we got to jump on him early, and we got to bury them early. And just because we get ahead, we cannot take our foot off the gas. We can't take our foot off the pedal.
You're in a good place though with the Cubs. You think?
I'm in a good place.
How much better can he get?
I would like to go to LA up 2-0. That would be ideal. I would like LA to go.
You don't feel a little bit bad. Get Magic Johnson. Maybe Magic Johnson wants to win.
Nope.
Come on,
he's won enough.
Why can't Magic Johnson?
He's won enough.
Why can't he get this one?
He's won enough.
Come on, let Magic have one.
He's not even the main order.
I know he's the minority order, but he's still. I haven't seen Magic.
Thank you. What he said.
Magic Johnson said.
What he said. Magic need no Magic. He had his time. He has his spot.
I want him to have.
He has his spot. He has his spot. Don't he own the Sparks?
I don't know.
Don't he have something to do with the LA Sparks? So they've won a lot. He has his. Let us get ours. Give us ours.
Is Michael Jordan rooting for the Cubs?
I don't know.
Scottie Pippen?
Scottie is.
Oh, he is?
Scottie is.
Oh, good for Scottie. That's awesome. All right, good.
I mean, Scottie actually, has a role in the city.
I don't know. He's not the owner of another team that doesn't live. Yeah, I understand.
Michael Jordan.
He's like the vice president of basketball operations. Right?
Michael Jordan has his own thing to worry about in Charlotte. He has to worry about his team and getting them.
His team not being very good.
I mean,
hey, they're never gonna win anything.
Nope.
All right, so we saw the Bulls made a trade last night in the wee hours of the morning, and we got MCW for Tony Snell.
For those that don't know MCW, that's
Michael Carter Williams. Jinx, you owe me a soda. We said it at the same time. That's how when I was a tyke, like 100 years ago, saying something at the same time as
I know
somebody
what the
else.
jinx is.
I know the jinx. Before it was like you couldn't talk.
I know what the jinx is.
Okay, good. But you still owe me a soda pop.
I know I'm young, but I do know what the jinx is.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah.
We good.
You owe me a soda.
Anyway, so we made a trade. It was Michael Carter Williams for Tony Snell.
Yep.
And
big picture doesn't make us any better of a basketball team.
No, it does not.
But if Michael Carter Williams plays well, we can let Rondo walk. We'll have restricted rights over Michael Carter Williams after this season, and we can resign him to less money than we're paying Rondo.
Exactly.
My thing is,
and he's younger and athletic. You can't shoot the ball worth anything.
Yeah, so
I think he's like
we
he's
trade
like
we
true point guard.
Like we trade a guy, we trade for a guy who can't shoot, and they get a guy who's just not consistent.
But I don't think as much will be required of him in Milwaukee as it was in Chicago. Because Chicago, we needed him to be something. But if he goes to Chicago, Milwaukee, he's gonna back more free. Once Chris Middleton gets back, he's just gonna back up Chris Middleton, and then he's gonna play someone with Michael Beasley.
And the thing is,
but Milwaukee, who's their point guard? It's not the Greek Freak. Is he their starting point guard?
He might have to be.
I mean,
unless they still have Jared Bayless. I don't know if they still have Jared Bayless.
He's not a starting point guard in the league. He's a backup point guard.
He's their starting point guard if they have him.
But no, if they have it, they're starting the Greek Freak, whoever starts the two, let it be Michael Beasley or Middleton when Middleton gets back. And then you have Parker, you have Greg Monroe, and then you have John Henson, Don Maker coming off the bench, probably playing 10 minutes a night.
If that.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice team. Then you have Deladova coming off the bench.
He's their starting point guard.
No, he won't be.
He won't be, but
dude, he's a scrub, dude.
Leave Daly alone.
He's a scrappy player who deserves.
Leave Daly alone. No,
they gave him way too much money. He's never gonna live up to the contract.
Here's the thing. Tony Snell had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to literally take that starting 3 spot for the Bulls. You mean to tell me you're more athletic than McDermott and Dunleavy?
Yep, younger than Dunleavy at
least. And younger than Dunleavy, and a better defender than both of them, and you can't take the starting. Can't take that starting role from them. You can't take the starting job from Mike Dunleavy.
And Mike Dunleavy
at this point in his career,
Mike Dunleavy couldn't even compete for the position because he was injured. You still
Mike Dunleavy's last season in Chicago, he missed the first 50 games.
Yeah,
and he came back and took the starting job from a dude
Tony Snell wasn't even starting at that point. They were starting Doug or Mirotic at the 3 because they couldn't rely on Tony Snell.
Like that exactly. I mean, I understand there was quote unquote pressure on him.
What? There's pressure on every player in the league. You don't think every player in the NBA feels pressure?
There's no player on the Philadelphia 76ers has pressure. No player on the LA Lakers.
You still want to play well.
No player on the LA Lakers has pressure.
You still want to play well. You still want to have a productive NBA career. Tony Snell's gonna
no player on the Charlotte Hornets has pressure.
Yeah, they do.
Kemba Walker.
Yeah, Big Al. When Big Al was there, he had a lot of pressure.
He had nothing.
Big Al had a lot of. Paul George.
He has. Indiana's a playoff team. Sixers are not a playoff team. The Lakers are not a playoff team. Phoenix. No one on Phoenix has pressure. No one on Phoenix has pressure.
Maybe the coach.
Oh yeah.
He's not a player.
I guess true.
So when the Bulls drafted Tony Snell, we were in the middle of our quote unquote 5-year championship window.
We drafted him to be the starting 3 guard.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And he just didn't live up to that. We drafted him first round 20th overall pick.
Yeah, he went to high school with Paul George.
Did he really?
I think so. Don't quote me on that. I don't know actually. Oh no. It's Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, that sounds more okay.
Yeah, him and Kawhi Leonard went to high school together.
So it's
Did they both play at San Diego State?
No, Kawhi went to San Diego State. Tony Snell went to New Mexico.
Yeah. But yeah, they went to the same high school.
That's dope.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard.
Can you imagine?
Tony Snell.
It must have been the starting lineup for the ages.
No, dude. Imagine if we had gotten Kawhi Leonard instead.
Imagine if Eddie would have got Kawhi Leonard instead.
Yeah.
Because they traded.
But Paul, they needed a point guard at that time.
George Hill's a point guard.
Yeah, George Hill was a good point guard. Are you insulting George Hill?
A little, yeah.
Dude, come on, dude. He was a Greg Popovich favorite.
Anyway.
Like
no,
dude,
like
how do you hate on George Hill, man? He was
the same way.
serviceable as a
Easy.
point guard.
Easy, the same
You
way.
got them into their sets and ran their offense.
Whatever. And it was but Tony Snell, he had opportunity after opportunity to literally take the starting job from Mike Dunleavy and Doug McDermott, and he couldn't do it. So whatever J Kidd has in store for him in Milwaukee, more power to him.
I just think that on Milwaukee's end, I just don't get it. I don't understand why you make that trade.
I mean, like, this is Michael Carter Williams' third team, and
yeah, but Michael Carter Williams is still he can still be I think having that backup point guard to whoever is going to be your point guard in Milwaukee, I think that's more valuable than having a shooter that doesn't like to shoot the ball all the time.
I mean, like, the one thing
they could have gone and they could have signed somebody a lot because I know they lost OJ Mayo, so they kind of had to replace OJ Mayo.
I mean, like, the one thing I will give Michael Carter Williams, he is a matchup problem. Not many point guards are 6'5", so, and I feel like his defense is underrated. Like
he's a good.
I think he's a good defender.
He's a poor man's Rondo.
That is an insult.
How is that an insult?
That's an insult. You called him a poor man's Rondo.
Yeah, he's exactly what he is. He's a poor man's Rondo. He's a point guard who wants to pass the ball first, who can't shoot the basketball, who plays defense.
Shame on you.
I don't know who should be insulted here, Rondo or Michael Carter Williams.
Michael Carter Williams should definitely be insulted.
Rondo's got a ring.
Rondo was just granted to be put in the position to get a ring.
No. Rondo was a big, important piece on that title team.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
What about that ball he chased down and took from Jason Williams?
Wow.
Remember that? That was important. That was important.
Mm-hmm.
In the triple doubles he had.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, man. I can't talk to you right now. Mm-hmm. We're not going to insult Rondo at this show because we love Rondo.
We
love Rondo.
You.
Me and my multiple personalities love Rondo.
I don't have a problem with him. I just think you insulted Michael Carter Williams saying he's a poor man's Rondo.
He is. That's exactly what he is. What poor man is he then?
He's no one's poor man.
A poor man, Magic.
He's no one's poor man. He's Michael Carter Williams.
Yeah, but his game has to resemble somebody. So if it resembles
anybody,
if his game resembles anybody's, it's Rondo's.
He's Michael Carter Williams.
All right, MCW. Well, I'm really welcome to Chicago, MCW. We're happy to have you because Tony Snell was a scrub, and we're happy he's gone.
Yes.
Yeah. And if we were to get anybody to replace Tony Snell, I'm glad it's you.
I wouldn't go that far.
What else are we gonna get?
I mean, unless your name LeBron James.
No. Well, LeBron James is coming here. All right, so real quick, we're gonna
quick side note. Do you know that when LeBron and D Wade were deciding what team to go to, Chicago was up there, but when Bosh went to the Heat, that's
essentially why Wade chose Miami over Chicago. Because when LeBron had his meeting with Miami, Wade was at a second meeting with Chicago. And one of the questions he asked was, I know you have enough, you can get me and LeBron on the team. Is there a way that you can get Chris Bosh to come to Chicago? Like, he literally asked him, was there a way to get all three of them to come to Chicago?
But
and
Mr. Reinsdorf.
And I don't know what they told him, but Miami pounced on the opportunity before Chicago did, and I don't even know if Reinsdorf wanted to or tried to. I would just be glad.
Let's just assume Reinsdorf didn't wanna. He didn't try.
I'll be glad when his sons take over because.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, they're all. I'll be happy when one of us makes enough money to buy the team.
That'd be me.
Yeah. When TJ makes enough money to buy the Bulls, we're gonna have free load.
The Bears. I'm gonna buy one.
No. Buy the Bulls. Buy the Bulls. The Bears are the Bears. But we need to have a real resurrection for the Bulls. Like, we need to have some guy who's willing to spend money and cares about the team and doesn't like the White Sox. And we need that guy to come and take over the Bulls.
So, you said let the White Sox just get their own Get their own.
Yeah, you don't buy both teams. You just buy one.
I'm just gonna buy the one.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm buying the Bulls. The White Sox are up for sale, so talk to me.
No, you just buy. You don't buy both. You just like the Rhine Source can just continue to like run the White Sox into the ground as they've been doing, and you can keep the Bulls, and we can have like like insurrection. You can hire us to be the GMs. Yeah, we'll have Rondo
Probably hire my uncle because he has
experience.
No, he runs finances for the Navy, so.
Oh, well, fine, whatever you want to do.
Y'all will be there. Y'all will be on on an advisor board.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'll come to y'all like, hey, I'm thinking about getting this person. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
I like it. All right, real quick, J.R. Smith deal. Took long enough.
Yeah, I thought he was going back to New York. Like, I heard a rumor he was going to go back to New York.
Did he actually sign with the Cavs?
Last night, yeah.
It was 4 years.
$47 million.
I thought it was 57.
No.
47? 57. Doesn't matter. He got paid.
It's $14 million a season. 14.7 a season. Whatever 14.7 times 4 is.
He got
the fourth season's not fully guaranteed.
I've come to the conclusion that LeBron James is the best sports agent in the NBA.
Well, yeah, because you got Tristan Thompson at way more money than he ever deserved.
And he got J.R. Smith his deal.
J.R. Smith deserved that money though. Like he was really important to that Cavs team going to the finals. He's their best two-way player probably on the team. Yeah,
best
two-way player.
What?
Maybe not better than LeBron.
Okay, there you go.
If we had a camera and y'all could see the way I looked at him when he said J.R. Smith might be the best two-way player on that team.
He's definitely second, though.
Yeah, he's second. Nobody's better than LeBron. LeBron is LeBron.
King James.
We like the deal. I don't think they had a choice.
They didn't have a choice.
Yeah, they needed him.
You can't let somebody like him walk.
Who's going to be their starting shooting guard if they let him walk? Come on, Shumpert, come on. His man bun. Man bun from hell.
Dang. They're still the best team in the East with or without J.R.
The
Smith,
TV
so.
show John Fox, which means bad things are happening right now.
All right, that's the end of the show.
All right, well, we'll be back next week. Thanks for joining us, Derek. I hope you had a good time.
My pleasure. I did.
You come back next Sunday.
Yeah. And TJ, we will see you guys next week. Peace out, and be safe as always. And as always, go Huskies.
It's never